Hello, you lovely lot. How are we doing? It's early. It's an afternoon stream, but you know what? Why not do one? I've spent the last, week and a half, 2 weeks stressing, but everything is done now before I go away, and I thought, you know what, let's fire up a stream. Why not? We're in the middle of packing, but who cares? But, yeah, hopefully you guys are all good. Fatboy83cc, mate, thank you for the 6 months. Half a year, what took me so long? No idea, but I'm glad you're still here, mate. I appreciate you. Devil's Advocate, thank you for the 3 months. Just gives a love heart. Love that. Propane Burrito, 50 months. 50 months, that's wildness. And also, Keeney, how are we doing? 11 months, we love that. We'll have a year celebration next time out, mate. Also, Jamie subbed before I said, Jamie, thank you, mate. How are you doing? How are you doing, chat? I'm making myself my holy shake. I need the caffeine. I need the energy. Get it in there. Get me my cherry goodness. So, looking forward to that. Yeah, we get an earlier stream today, everyone. Just because it works out quite well today. Hey, Dylan, I appreciate it. Respect to seeing the stream go live and thinking I've got to keep the watch streak going. That's the kind of dedication we love to see. You thought I was going to snort that. I'll tell you what, chat. I love Holy. Use code WTS. Great drinks. They've got their electrolyte drinks, their caffeinated drinks, which is the energy one, which is what I'm having. And they also have iced tea and milkshakes. But don't snort it. That's my general advice. Thoughts on the Chinese Grand Prix? I think it was good. I know Max Verstappen hates the racing, but, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. Fix the clipping and I think we're on to something. Is that controversial? Maybe I'll grow to hate it, but I feel like I've seen more battling in F1 cars than I've seen in the last, 4 years across 2 races. Chiefs, my dude, thank you for the 70. What time do you call this? What time is it? It's 2 in the afternoon. This is weird, isn't it? It's not going to be the longest stream today, chat, because I still need to do packing. Yeah, it's the morning stream today, and I'm sorry to the Out of the Park fans. There's no baseball today, but if you want to give me a hand, chat, I'm looking for stuff to download on my phone for whilst I'm away. So if you've got any recommendations of stuff that I can download for whilst I'm away, I'd love it. Any YouTube videos I can download, because I've got YouTube Premium. You know, I'm Mr. Moneybags over here, big-time YouTuber. That's how it works, right? Oh, God. Now I've got to get the camera back in the right spot. Chat, is that the camera spot? I think that's the camera spot, isn't it? Yeah, work the bass is not in the house today. I need a hat that's the work the bass hat and a work the space hat. Also, the game's now not working. Oh dear. Game? Oh, that's very blurry, isn't it? Nothing's working. Nothing. Oh, hold. There we go. We're back. That's not blurry as well, right? I have downloaded Moneyball. I've downloaded the audiobook in Moneyball as well as the movie. I've downloaded a load of Out of the Park guides, a few Out of the Park Let's Plays that people recommended, a load of videos on the stats of baseball. For people who haven't been keeping up with the streams lately, I am now obsessed with baseball. I've actually really been enjoying it. Genuinely, it's fun playing a completely different management game, especially because with me going away, I've been playing so much Football Manager and recording loads of videos. Today, chat, I recorded video number 90. 90 videos of Park to Prem this year now done. I don't know what episode we're on now, but it's definitely not 90, but that's the one I've just finished recording. Joloffs, dude, thank you for the 41, dude. That's a long-ass time. And also, Fenriri, how you doing? Or is it Fenrir? You've got loads of eyes in your name. It reminds me of my Xbox gamer tag a long time ago. I think it's Fenrir. Apologies. Thank you for the 4 months the Prime. I do appreciate it massively. Download Minecraft 1,000 Player Simulate Civilization. I think I've downloaded that one. Actually, no, I think I've watched that one. I've not downloaded it. Chat, shall I give you a little summary of what's in my YouTube downloads? I didn't watch much of the latest Valorant tournament, so I've got the semi-finals and the finals downloaded of that to watch. I've got Wolfie VGC, a little bit of he ranked every Pokemon, so I've got that. That's going to be 3 hours of the 14-hour flight. We've got a little bit of virtual for some Trackmania goodness. I've got loads of talking baseball podcasts downloaded of all the season previews, because I figured that might be a good place to start. It's a weird mix of stuff. It's a weird... We've got the Jeff Kaplan interview, if anyone who knows who Jeff Kaplan is. Stream from the plane. I'll tell you what, if you've ever been on a plane, you'll know the internet is never good enough to stream. I have downloaded Out of the Park onto a laptop, chat, so I might see how that runs. We'll have to see. Right, should we play some Football Manager? Enough about what I'm up to. We've got to do some stuff here in Japan. We are with Iwata. Just a little reminder. I'm saying this as much for myself because it's been a little while since we were last here. Just a little heads up, chat. Full transparency. I am still not on the latest updates of Football Manager. I am actually still on the update before the hotfix, like the update before that one, purely because that update changed all the new gen faces with the mod that I was using. And for recording all the videos in advance, I didn't want to update. So I very hackily locked my game into the version that it was on pre-winter transfer update. So I'll let you know that now. The match engine hasn't changed in that time, and I don't think that much has changed anyway, really. But yeah, just a little thing to be aware of there. Wasn't Jeff the person who said at the game shows, I've played Football Manager and it's also been winning awards? I don't think so. Did anyone ever say that? Jeff Kaplan is the lead game designer on Overwatch. Well, no, he was producer on Overwatch. And before that, he worked on World of Warcraft. It's definitely a bit of a nerdy viewing sesh, I'll be honest. He's about to release, well, a new game that's coming out in early access. I think the guy who's doing the interview with is a little controversial for reasons that I didn't really read. But I was like, I need a 5-hour podcast with lots of tea in it. That'll do me for my flight. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into baseball a bit more. By which I mean I've got so much stuff baseball related downloaded and ready. There's a multi-episode Ken Burns documentary about the 90s, about the history of baseball. Oh, it's a documentary from the 90s. I feel like at the moment I need to learn current day before I learn about the past. Kieto wants to go to Saudi Arabia, but he's got 7 goals in 5 games and 3 assists. I think you might be thinking of Jeff Keighley, John, which is a very different Jeff. I think that's who you're referencing. Do you sleep on planes at all? I can sleep pretty well on planes, but obviously when you're on a 14-hour flight and the time zones are changing and stuff, there's going to be some period of that flight you're not sleeping. What do I tell Kieto? You have a release clause. He thinks the release clause is unrealistic. What is his release clause? 1.3. Oh, no. That's to domestic clubs. He doesn't have a release clause to them. Well, that's unlucky, isn't it? That's unfortunate for you, Daniele. You're not going anywhere. You've got 2 goals or assists per game at the moment, 6 games into the year. Have I considered talking to the wife? She's a lot more of a sleeper than me on flights. Komotsu cannot go. As far as I remember, chat, we left things here with the window having already closed for us or being about to close, and I was just very happy with the team. So I don't really intend on changing the team anymore. I don't really want to sell or buy anyone. Excuse me, the wife is here, chat. She told me she was working this afternoon. She told me she was working. Yeah, we're doing an afternoon stream today, Lewis. A little bit different. Just how my schedule works out at the moment with my upcoming trip. I'm so excited, chat, to go to the Japanese Grand Prix. The thing is, chat, that's why I can't talk to the wife on the flight. Because it will just be me telling her how excited I am about the F1 season repeatedly. And that will get boring for her. Del Nino, thank you so much for gifting us up. That's so generous of you. Bright99, are you here? So I always feel a bit sad if someone who gets gifted a sub isn't here. Bright, are you here? I feel like I'm reading out the winner of a tombola or a raffle. How many did not start, am I predicting? None. They'll all start. PMA, right, chat? Positive mental attitude. I'll manifest it. All right, what formation were we playing here? It has been a little while since I played this save game, chat, just because I've been doing all the video stuff for while I'm away in advance. We're just in a good spot here, aren't we? We're just in a good... We don't need to change anything. Iba's been getting 4 goals. Unfortunately, Shimada... Well, actually, Shimada has been getting goals this year. You know what? I'll apologise. This man last year was the biggest flop ever. He has returned. He looks very, very good. What did you guys think of the Chinese Grand Prix? I know Max Verstappen hates the regs, and I'm not a fan of like the clipping on the straights, but I actually don't hate the kind of push to pass. Just based on the fact that, yeah, you get the speed boost, but it does also just deplete your battery more, so then the other person can fight back. Like, it's a different kind of racing. I mean, I come from Formula E, so I don't really mind it so much. I say I come from Formula E. I watch Formula E and IndyCar, where we've got attack mode and push to pass. I feel like once the starts are kind of sorted for teams, and once we do something about the super clipping, like, I think the F1 rigs are going to be all right. Like, the Merc engine's busted, but obviously that is going to get affected after 10 races, isn't it? Because it was going to be after 12 races, but 2 of them have been postponed. They've not been cancelled yet officially. The wording was very careful about that. So it means we've only got 8 more races of this engine. The Ferrari racing was just fun. I loved it. Like the Behrman, the race for 5th was quality. Also, this is not good. Shit. Oh, okay. Viva were relegated last year, the team we're taking on here. They are actually good. So this is our first real test of the year. What did I title the stream, chat? I was umming and ahhing about the title of the stream. Did I entitle it something like, will we go the season unbeaten? Because I thought about entitling it that, but then I thought we were only, 6 wins out of 6 into a 38-game season, and that would be silly. What's super clipping? Is basically where the cars are downshifting early on straights and slowing down, where they use the charge that the battery has in labour. So basically the cars have to slow down on a straight to preserve electrical power. Personally, I don't understand why people buy F1 races with only F1 racing. Weekends like Spa and have F2 and F3. Most F1 races have other series, with the exception of, well, even street circuits have usually F2 or F3. Like, there's the Porsche Super Cup at Suzuka. Also, I feel like when you're choosing an F1 race to go to, you're not that focused on the support races. If I wanted to go and watch, like, Formula 3 or Formula 4, I'd just go watch it in the UK. Oh, the title's top of J2, can we stay there? That's good. Jack, I would guess you have no opinion on the Dominican-USA baseball semi-final last night. What happened in it? Did Soto do well? I actually don't know, chat. My YouTube algorithm hasn't quite been corrupted enough with World Baseball Classic stuff yet. The last 20 or so, that's the point. I mean, there was still the battle for 5th. I guess it's all relative, right? I feel like Australia was kind of the same. I still feel like the tyres just aren't quite right in F1. Like, I feel like if you're running a one-stopper, you should really have to properly manage your tyres like crazy. And I don't... Well, maybe the drivers were managing them, but, like, I want to see it where the two-stop is always a viable risk. But that's hard. Controversial strike free to call the end of the game and Dominican loss. Rigged. Shit. Rigged. This game's rigged also. A bit sad if you're a McLaren fan. Chat, I played in F1 Fantasy, I played my... What's the chip called where you can like pick you have an unlimited budget for one race? I didn't have a great one because of McLaren. I went with Norris, then constructors and Mercedes McLaren, then the Ferrari and Mercedes drivers. Which in some ways, maybe it was a good job I spread my bets a little bit. Soto didn't have a good game. Colour me shocked. He needs me there. I could fix him. Hey, Chris. I respect it. Happy to be here for a 2-minute watch in the work bathroom chat. Shall we start moaning really loudly so people think that Chris is watching something else in the bathroom? Then he can watch the streams during the day all the time. I'll tell you what, my wife's not next door hearing me go, shall we start moaning chat? Because that's a difficult one to explain to her. I feel like the optimal strategy in F1 should never be a one-stopper. Is that? I don't know if that's a particularly spicy take. I just feel like if everyone's doing a one-stopper, that like whilst the time management skill is probably there, it's not like it's not a difference maker. Right. We're 2-1 down, but I believe I will make subs here. Okamura inside. Hashimoto. It's not a good ball forward. But Kofi's there, our big boy. How tall is he, chat? To say it at home. 6'7". Okay, I deserve to miss because I didn't do the hands, though. So is it okay? Right. Right. Let's change stuff here. Team instructions. Pass to feet. We play through the press now, chat. We push the tempo higher. They're sitting very, very deep here. Like, very, very deep. Kato, you're going to join the attack, although I don't think you're going to be the man still on the pitch here in a second. Kawaii in, Fujita in, Kamiya in, Komotsu in. We keep in Kieto because he's the boy, and Shimada up top. Fresh legs. We need a win. Jack Kirishima, most partners aren't surprised by anything weird. You know what? Fair point. She's probably heard weirder stuff during our streams than me talking about moding for Chris. Chris has popped in to watch this stream on the toilet. He's left now. We're still talking about him. He's loving it. Playing Retro FM12 and my board have just sold Carlos Fierro. Are you managing Chivas or someone else? Oh, Carlos Fierro, chat. One day he will play in the Premier League, right? He has to. What happened before the start of the race? What happened to McLaren? They had 2 separate electrical issues. I actually don't mind reliability being bad in Formula 1. I actually think it makes it more interesting. I'd rather not have as many DNSs. Also, Kieto's good, isn't he? That's why we kept him on. That's why he can't go to Saudi. Obviously, I'd rather there not be did not starts, but like... I like the jeopardy of like the older eras of F1 where someone could be leading a race and there's still that fear of like, you know, they're not bulletproof. And I think we've got that again a little bit. Whether or not that will change as the engine kind of rules and, you know, era goes on remains to be seen. But I feel like for like the last 10 years pretty much, reliability has been a non-factor a lot of the times. Right. Is there to be late drama? 10 seconds left. They're on the attack. Vegeta wins it. We're going to score, chat. I've seen the future. And what do I see? It's robots going crazy for the galaxy. I don't know why I'm quoting Courtney Gears from Ratchet and Clank 3, but here we are. It's a niche reference. It checks out. Kamiya. Shimada. It's your time. Shimada. It's your time. It's your time, Shimada. Let's go. I knew it. I knew it. Thank you, Bearded Ed, for the 32 months. You inspired that, mate. I could just see it, chat. Shimada can score goals. I can't believe it. Oh, my word. Oh, my, we love it. We love it. Have they fixed this game yet? What would fix it for you? Can I be real with you, chat? I don't think this game is a broken game. There's stuff that they absolutely should radically overhaul and change. But I don't feel like the game has been broken for months. In like a playability sense. Like, don't get me wrong, there's so much more work they need to do on the immersion and the UI and refining it all. But I think what makes this game unplayable for people is kind of different depending on the person. But it was on sale and I had fun with it. I think that's the main thing. Like, if you're not sure with this game, chat, there's a demo on Steam and Epic Games. Like, the game's had its first sale now. It's going to have more sales. I would just hold fire and wait for sales. Have you guys had the purple box bug at all? The one that sticks to the UI like you're using a controller? I think there's like a shift or an alt key that you might be pressing by mistake. If you've got a controller in, unplug it. Any out of the park today? Not today, Incredibad. Not today. I thought we'd get a little dose of Football Manager before I'm away for 2 weeks. Get a little bit of FM goodness in. As someone who enjoys player development, the player growth screen is how myself, mate. It's one of the worst screens in the game. The fact that they've not touched it at all is genuinely shocking. Like, I don't know what they're doing. How am I finding out of the park? I'm loving it. Like, I fully appreciate, right? Like, Football Manager is my bread and butter, and people watch for Football Manager. But I have just enjoyed playing a completely different sports game and learning it. And I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but if you're just someone who likes listening to me yap, and you play Football Management game, or Football Manager or F1 Manager, like, it really scratches a similar itch. Ality had offering me 700k for Kieto. I'm just turning it down. He's contracted for another, 2 seasons? I feel like what he could be worth to me. Like, he's got 4 player of the matches in 6 games. I can't sell him, can I? I just can't. Nice to see YouTube's biggest out-of-the-park streamer highlight a small indie game like Football Manager. I'm doing my bit for the community. Will there be any MFL today? I don't think there will be, Ted J's fan. Purely because I have basically had to designate my teams to loads of different people to manage while I'm away. And so I don't really want to mess up the lineups and stuff, and there's not much to touch or show with MFL at the moment. I was hoping to get something done during the mid-season break, but I was just so busy with other bits and bobs. MD Games, dude, thank you for the tier 2, 53 months. Absolute legend. I appreciate you, mate. I'm starting to get into motorsport. Yesterday I watched F1, F1 Academy, 4 races of F4, 2 races of F3, 2 races of GT4 and another. That's too much. That's too much for me. I watched the IndyCar, to be fair. I had Liverpool v Tottenham and IndyCar. And you know what? I think I paid more attention to the IndyCar, which is maybe a reflection of Liverpool's season. I used to love watching you play F1 Manager due to the Schadenfreude of watching Schumacher existing. To be fair, he's in F1 Academy. He had a drive-through penalty chat in yesterday's race at Arlington. Can you believe it? I can. Do I think Spurs will go down? I've said no for ages, and then I watched them play Crystal Palace, and I genuinely thought they could go down. And then I've watched them play Liverpool and gone, maybe they've got too much. Or maybe Liverpool are just more bad than I'm willing to admit. That is also a thing. Can you play Hockey Manager and turn the Leafs into an actual decent team? I'm not a miracle worker. I wanted to sign Isozaki from Amiya here, but they wouldn't sell him to me. Amiya down in 5th. Chat, we've actually got a 6-point gap after 7 games. Are we chilling? I think if Tottenham lose the Forest game, then I can see them going down. It's weird, though. All the teams at the bottom have kind of suddenly just gone, oh, shit, we actually have to play football. With the exception of Tottenham. Like, even West Ham look, like, just difficult to play against. Like, Spurs' bench yesterday was tragic. Oh, Kieto. Every time he gets through, I just expect him to score. I think there's 38 games in our season. You'd think I'd know that off the top of my head. Let me check. Yeah, 38 games in a season. Kumamoto haven't won yet. Pull one out for them. Did I see Chelsea's transfer ban? I did. Am I missing... Chat, you know the transfer ban? This might be a stupid suggestion. Should it not be a transfer ban, but then for a year, but there's a transfer ban with their own affiliates of 3 years or something? Kieto scores again. He's too good. He can't go to Saudi Arabia. Because surely all that's going to happen is Chelsea go, well, we can't sign anyone for a year, so welcome to Strasbourg. They're just going to sign... This is the issue of multi-club ownership. Because individual FAs don't have this oversight where they can't enforce, additional stuff and regulations that impact the clubs outside their, remit. I've just dropped my cap for my Oli on the floor. They can't really do anything. All that's going to happen is Chelsea are just going to sign some players to Strasbourg and then they'll transfer them to Chelsea after a year. It's a suspended ban. Isn't it a year ban with a 2-year suspended ban? I think. Also, annoying that Amir have scored in the energy drink derby. But we know which is better. Holy, code work the space. You know the deal, chat. They've got by the way, the Cola Koala flavour is now on sale at Holy. The portions work out at 70p a portion of it. It tastes like cola bottles. What I've realised is, right, Holy, their regular flavours are like the more sophisticated adult flavours. I like the citrus Cobra on. It's like lemonade if you put ice in it. It's really nice. Then they have this cherry one, which I like, which is my current go-to. Then they have the Cola Koala, which is like cola bottles. I feel like the limited run flavour is like the inner child being tapped into, and it works. Have I tried mixing the flavours? That's mental. No, I haven't. Oh, Hashimoto. Chat, this goal would be amazing. Kieto gets the assist. What about that for a goal? That's mad. Isn't there a UEFA rule concerning trade between associates ignoring the lack of reinforcing rules? I think the issue is, right, it's very difficult to prove certain stuff. This multi-club ownership is not something new. Udinese and Watford used to have all kinds of deals going on, didn't they, between themselves? And that was over 10 years ago. But multi-club ownership can just allow you to navigate stuff like what we're seeing now where Chelsea have a transfer ban, because Strasbourg can just sign the players from South America that Chelsea want, and they'll just get moved across in the system after the transfer ban's over. Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit... I don't know what the solution is. Maybe it's a case of fair enough. You found a good way to kind of finagle the rules. Chelsea got fined a transfer ban, but Man City still got nothing. I mean, to be fair, Chelsea self-reported, didn't they? To use Among Us terminology. Chelsea did self-report. The Man City one, chat, I don't even know what I'm expecting. I don't know if I'm really expecting anything. I think if you're expecting anything, you're probably going to be disappointed. And I do kind of feel like the City stuff is just so... It's over such a long period of time, and the kind of longer-term impact of it has already happened. I don't really know what the punishment could be. How has that gone in? What was this shot? How did this P roll in? That is shocking keeping. Are you supposed to be on the way to the airport now? This is pre-recorded, Minty, don't worry. Thank you for the pre-recorded comment. Kev was saying that Anna's been mixing the cola and cherry holies to make cherry coke. Mental. Chat, we'll try that one upon my return. Right, I should make some more subs, but a highlight just begun. I have to question it, right, chat? If you click on the sub button in Football Manager and then a highlight starts happening, do you go through with the subs, or do you just close out and wait for it to finish? I don't know if I'm playing the game wrong by letting it play out. I just feel like I make some changes, something happens, then I regret it. Let's make some changes. Kieto's got an injury. He can have a rest. Kimia on your cum. Let's get in Shimada. Our attack is actually really, really good now. Let's give Keita some minutes for happiness. I'm making all my subs at once. I don't know if this is a mad conspiracy theory, chat. I feel like you can make all your subs in this year's Football Manager, and for the last few years, to be fair, and then not have issues. But I could swear, when I first started doing content, so that would have been like FM13, FM14, FM15, probably like through to FM19 or 20, whenever you did all your subs after like 60 minutes, you'd always get an injury. Like, I'd say 50% of the time there was then an injury. Why are we giving away a penalty? What are we doing? Kofi! If they get this back, I'm going to be fuming. Nakano, do your thing. But yeah, I feel like older Football Managers, you used to get injuries after you made all your subs more. Nakano's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He drinks his holy every day. Hey, Sinless dude. Appreciate the love. Thank you for the primers. Watching Twitch whilst working from home like it's 2020. Chat, this is an awful sentence to say, and I don't really wish for it. Hey, Minty, dude, thank you for the $5. I've got a dip as I'm between appointments. Enjoy Japan and get a pack of Pokemon cards on me. Chat, we'll buy a pack of Pokemon cards and open them on stream. For Minty. We're actually chilling. I want to go up with him, Barry. I was about to say something and I can't remember what I was going to say. How long's Kyoto out for? No! Please tell me there's an international break or something. There's definitely not. Oh, shit. Right. Chat, we've got to do something here. I've never actually saved out this tactic, so we should probably do that anyway. Iwata 4231. Save. Why is that, chat? Why? Oh, so, then it works. Right, then we copy it. And this is our alternative, which is when I have Shimada, you see. Because I don't have a good centre attacking mid who can play striker, other than Kieto. I'll tell you what, at least now the Saudi teams won't bid on him, right? That's got to be worth something. I think we make Shimada a channel forward. Is that the play? Definitely the play. Why is Kieto got injured? Also, Shimada's about to complain about lack of first-team football. He wants to start more games. That's fair. Chat, little does he know the only reason he's getting game time is because of because of an injury. I mean, he probably does know that, but that injury has come up right at the right time for me to be able to juggle the happiness situation. And then Kubota onto the bench. We're chilling. Oh, yeah, I was about to say about 2020, wasn't I, chat? This might be really weird. I have an odd nostalgia for the lockdowns. I don't know if it was like a bit of a snapshot of the time. Like, I like going out and going on holiday and exploring the world and stuff. I actually kind of liked everyone being at home. Like, I don't know if it's because I was a terminally online individual, but I liked having, like, reconnecting with all my friends that I went to school with that I hadn't really chatted with in years and playing Warzone and, like, people just being around way more. Like, I felt like you could pick up the phone and just have a call with people way more easily because no one had anything to do. And I feel like I'd enjoy it more now because I'd be living with someone as well as opposed to being stuck on my own. And I know that's maybe down to the privileged position I was in at the time. But I don't necessarily feel like I dread the next pandemic because I feel like I lived through one and like I didn't actually mind it that much. Does anyone else feel like that? Maybe it's influenced by the fact, you know, with my job and stuff, like people were around more. But I don't know, I feel like I was doing the same content then as now. And during the pandemic, the ad rates went down and like it wasn't as good as it is now, for example. Zoom quizzes with family and friends. Like, there's just odd little bits. Like, there's a lot of stuff I detested about it, to be clear, chat. Like, I'm not going to pretend it was all sunshine and rainbows, but there like is like an odd An odd nostalgia. It's like when you go on holiday somewhere and you don't really want to go on holiday there again, but sometimes you think about the good stuff that happened on that holiday and the fact it might be nice, but you don't think you'd ever actually go back. Does anyone know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's a really like weird, fucked up take, and like obviously all the additional stuff because of the pandemic, I'm not a massive fan of. But there were some bits of it that I did like. Did I enjoy the Grand Prix? I did, Mushroom Man. The wife didn't. She hated the fact I woke her up for it, but her loss. Cheap petrol back then. Oh, chat. What we'd give for cheap fuel at the moment, eh? Got a month off on furlough too. The petrol prices. People love the petrol prices. Is that where we're at? As someone who worked for the NHS during the pandemic and doesn't now, wouldn't mind being paid to stay at home. I mean, it's a matter of perspective, isn't it, right? Like, chat, I don't really want to trivialise it. Has enough time passed that we can kind of look at it with it through a slightly different lens? I don't know. Oh, League of Pigs and the Marble Olympics. Now we're talking. I don't think I'd want it to go back. At the same time, I don't know if I've not really looked into it, chat. I feel like with the globalisation of the world, is not more pandemics somewhat inevitable, like in our lifetimes? I mean, touch wood not, just to be absolutely clear. Let's hope it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. How am I finding FM26? The fullbacks still get run past like they are there. It's better, Morby. It is better. Now the players cut back instead. Chat, if a new pandemic starts in London, it wasn't me. I didn't make a bioweapon. I want that on the record now. As an A-level student, it was great. I got my predicted grades and got my first choice uni. Chilling. I do feel like, you know, a group of people maybe missed out on, like, a more traditional university experience. Like, it impacted people's education. Like, I fully appreciate, chat, when I'm here going, I'm a bit nostalgic for it. I'm very much looking for it through my own very selfish goggles. And there's other elements to it that, like, I could see that the convenience factor and stuff I enjoyed probably doesn't outweigh the trade-offs. I think if it happens again soon, people wouldn't take it as seriously. I think you're probably right. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, really. Probably not a good thing. I'd like to think the world has kind of learnt from it. Do you know what I mean? Like, we should be a bit more prepared now. But there are also meatheads everywhere, so who knows? Sorry if it's a bit off topic, but do you think you do an Out of the Park series if you enjoy the game enough? I don't know, maybe. I feel like the issue is, right, because I don't know enough about the game and I'm so reliant on the chat, streaming is actually a way better format for me to be able to make good content about it. Great goal, by the way, by Shimada. If we're without our main man here for like 2 weeks, Shimada has a chance here to show how good he is. I feel like, for me, right, I like Out the Park as kind of a bit of a change of pace. Like, I might be incorrect here, but, like, I don't think there's any full-time Out the Park baseball creators. And, like, Football Manager is what I make my living doing. I'm in a fortunate position, chat, where the YouTube videos make up the bulk of my income. Granted, that's tailing off quite a bit now. We've had the launch period of Football Manager. Hopefully the World Cup's good. Streaming is always this avenue where I feel like I'm more freely available to kind of just pursue what I want to pursue, play what I feel like playing. I just kind of chill out and just enjoy hanging out with you guys watching. Like, there's less of a expectation on what I'll play. It doesn't mean I don't get the occasional entitled wang on Twitter tweeting me saying, why are you playing that other game? But, like, because streaming isn't my primary source of income, in fact, it makes up, like, less than 20% of my income, like, you know, it'll never be the full focus, but it means that I have that freedom where I can approach it with slightly less of a business brain that I do like. Also, we got another goal. We're chilling. Was it Ferreira? Has Ferreira learnt to play centre-back yet? Almost. He's such a good centre-back. I enjoyed the race, but I watched it yesterday evening and was very happy with the results. I live very close to the AMG plant. Got to shoot. Just wanted to say hi. We'll catch up on the VOD, but if I don't see you before you go, hope you and Wok have a lovely honeymoon. And if you're weighing up whether or not to do something while you're there, think if we come all this way and got this close to do it, will we regret not doing it? I'm going to tell her that, Mushroom Man, when she tells me I can't go on the Suzuka Ferris wheel. Thank you. Yeah, the scouts are still delusional about our centre-back. I still don't really know why he's not rated highly. Maybe they just hate Portuguese players here. Could you maybe do an out-the-park game again in September/October? Chat, I will be playing more out the park. I will be playing more of the save that I've been doing with the Mets when I'm back from my holiday. Just to be clear, I've really, really been enjoying it. In fact, I love the fact I'm going on holiday to Japan and I get to go to the Japanese Grand Prix. I'm actually a bit annoyed about the timing of it because I've been enjoying playing out the park so much. It's a real change of pace. Please don't raise the alarm and panic that there won't be an out of the park stream for the next 2 weeks whilst there's YouTube content seemingly continuing on as normal. All the videos you're going to see until episode 90 have already been recorded as I sit here right now. I've worked about 100 hours in the last week and a half to get loads of YouTube stuff done. Also, we're just chilling here. Sagantosu is the team that Fernando Torres played for, and they are washed. So yeah, please don't panic, chat. Please don't panic when there's no streams for a little bit now. I've not died, I'm just having the time of my life and on a honeymoon. It sounds really stupid. I feel really guilty about the fact there's not going to be daily videos while I'm gone. There's daily videos this week, and then next week there's videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then the week after, there is a video on Monday, and I've not got ahead of that. So Monday will be that last video. I think I'll end up streaming on the Wednesday, to be honest, chat. But it might sound really stupid. I feel like I have this obligation. Like, I feel like my videos, like, for some people, like, they really need that routine. Like, I'm someone who's like that when it comes to usually making the videos. But there is part of me that realises I do just need to switch off a little mentally and actually enjoy myself. Like, I'd like to think it comes across in, like, the video content I do, especially if you watch Park to Pro every day. Like, it is basically a daily podcast. Like, it is a lot of work that I do every day, like with the kind of fairly highly well-recorded and edited videos and stuff. And so for me, as a bit of a workaholic, I really struggle to switch off, which is why I've tried to schedule everything in advance so I can properly unplug for, like, a little bit, because I don't get to do that very often. You should go to a baseball game in Japan. See, I would be tempted by that, but I don't know if I can convince the wife. Maybe I can. But, yeah, given the fact that I've already begged her to go to the F1 with me, and she signed up for that. I don't know if I can take more days of the honeymoon away from her. She's outside just going, I can hear you. Do you want to go watch the baseball with me? No. She says no, chat. I don't know if you can hear her. I don't know why she put on a deeper voice for the door to appear more intimidating. Hey, Will, how's it going? What's the Hexagon Challenge? It's a challenge where we're trying to win the 6 Champions Leagues of the world, starting with no coaching badges and no past playing experience, so like the worst manager possible. Hey, Popak, how you doing, mate? 49, by the way, dude. I appreciate you. Hey, Jack, hope you enjoy your honeymoon. When you go, mate, hopefully get to Japan in a few years once my kids are a bit older. Good shout. It's too expensive to go with the kids. Wait for the kids to grow up and then have the time of your life for cheaper. Compromise and go to a batting centre. Wait, are there places, chat, where, like, you know, like how you have axe throwing? Is there something like that, but for baseball, where I can just go and... I've never swung a baseball bat in my life. What could go wrong? I played cricket. There's surely a transferable skill there of hand-eye coordination. What's the difference between this and the Pentagon? We're doing the Oceanic Champions League as well. Batting cages. Oh my word, chat. I will try and convince the wife. We'll try and convince her. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. Like, I think you guys know me by now, especially if you're a long-term viewer. I am pretty obsessive about my work. I'm also just a very routine-driven person. Agashiwa is now on the bench, but he never plays for me, and he's 31. He thinks he should be starting more games. You're an Impact sub. Okay. He loves that idea. Good stuff. Did I make any subs in that last game? I feel like I was on autopilot. We've got the League Cup next. We're taking on Yokohama FC. They're currently 6th in J3. On Yokohama, like, a good team. Yeah, they are a good team. I mean, they've been a yo-yo team, but they've just had back-to-back panic repeatedly. Everyone's writing F. The chat's still loading for me. Are we going to reconnect? YouTube, are you back? YouTube, are you here? YouTube? YouTube always reconnects quicker, so when YouTube doesn't reconnect, we're back! Hello! So what the space stream? Stream doesn't go down when I play Out the Park. Coincidence? Makes you think, doesn't it? Makes you think. I realised, chat, my internet didn't go down for ages after I restarted my little, like, power socket booster thing next to my PC. Maybe I should restart it every day at the mains. Maybe that's the play. We're back, everyone. I think we're back on Twitch as well as YouTube. I don't know what I said when the stream went down. Use your imagination. It was probably me just panicking, let's be honest. I suggested, chat, that we go to batting cages and then the wife unplugged the internet. Coincidence? I think that is what happened. I'm just wondering if I should start to spend this budget if halfway through the year we're still going strong. I guess the question mark will be, who will I be able to sign? Chat, we are actually chilling. We are murdering teams this year. Holy crap, I didn't realise how well we were doing. Like Sagantosu, we just beat 3-0, are in 4th, and Amiya, who we beat before then, are in 5th. These are some of the biggest games of the season, and we're just all vibing together. We've got Verde next in the league after Yokohama. They're in 7th. If we win this next game, we've taken on a load of the teams that are going to be trying to hunt us down and beating them all. Life is good. Right, are we back on Twitch? By the way, I've not had anyone go, we're back, which always is panicking. I like to make sure before I just continue playing the game like nothing's happened. Still getting bids for Kyoto. He's injured at the moment. I just can't let this guy go, can I? I just can't. He's got 5 player of the matches in 7 games. I know he's injured at the moment and we're playing well without him. But I can't risk it. The only concern really is I've got a release clause to teams in a higher division. Although if someone signs him, we'll be okay. Jack, will you be doing a March Madness bracket? I won't be. I mean, if I was to do one, I'd have to do it all in advance. Last couple of years, I've done a March Madness bracket where I enter Zealand's Family and Friends League, but you have to like give submissions after every round. This year, because I'm in Japan for most of it, like, it's just a bit of a pain for me getting the submissions in. It's like another chore that I'd have to do while I'm away that I probably don't need. I'm getting all these bids on my players right on deadline day. And the only one I want to sell is Akimoto, who's on £9,000 and is literally not starting for me. How much did I spend on this guy? I spent 600k on this man. I was scammed. Is Twitch not back? Some people are saying Twitch is back. Some people are saying it's not. If you F5, is it back? My Twitch never effed. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Twitch is definitely back. I'm getting mixed reports. If you refresh, maybe it fixes it. YouTube's telling me, YouTube viewers are telling me it's down. Twitch viewers are telling me it's up. I don't know what to believe. I I don't really want to sell anyone unnecessarily, although Matsuki's in the reserve, so he can go. Do I loan out Mori? Why would I loan? He's literally my starting right back. What am I yapping about? Why is Nagoya making a bid? Also, I'm going to Nagoya in a couple of weeks. That's going to be fun. That's the city I'm basing myself out of when I'm going to Suzuka. Which oh, chat, I'm so excited for the F1. Sorry to just go on about it. I'm one of these people who, once I get excited about something, I just want to talk about it a load. Which is usually quite good for my job. But if one thing becomes the overriding exciting thing to look forward to, it just dominates the conversation. I tell you what, I was saying about how I don't have a player for if Kieto gets injured, who is a centre attacking mid who can play at striker. He wants to be an important player. This guy's really good. So, like, at the moment, normally, I play this. And Kieto would play at centre attacking mid. But because he's injured, I've had to make an alternative tactic where Shimada basically doesn't play at centre attacking mid anymore. Which, to be fair, like, we've probably won by more goals because of it. So maybe it's fine. Like, Komotsu's a left winger. Kamiya... I mean, Kamiya can... Oh, no, because he can't play striker. There's Kenichi here. Kenichi has got 4 goals and 2 assists in our league. I could sign him, and then if I've got a big enough bid for a Kieto, I could take it. Use the stream def as a window to take the bins out. Happy to provide some productivity. OT Barnes, dude, thank you for the 4 months. Up the Hexagon. Best shape. I'm more of an irregular Hexagon fan than a regular Hexagon fan. Oh, they really want to be able to sign a replacement because it's deadline day. I guess I could negotiate signing him at the end of the season, but then if I get promoted, I might be looking at better players. But he's basically guaranteed a starting spot in J2 for the whole season. And he's already a J1 quality player. And it's probably easier for me to change his playing, like, time, expectations, like, after, if the transfer's arranged in advance. It makes no sense they want us to sign as a replacement player when I'm saying we'll sign him at the end of the season. What are they doing? 350 to get rid of ads was too good to turn down. Respect. Oh, chat, they're actually wanting to scam me. They actually want to scam me. I mean, to be fair, I can just bid 900k because I've got 6 million in the bank and I feel like I should spend it on something. Okay, they did accept that bid. Matsuoka had a bid made for him by Urawa. I was looking at this guy, wasn't I? And he didn't want to join me. Oh, he does want to join me now, though. He'd be a really good versatile player. For both these guys, I need to update their faces because they've got the same face because the regen face pack is limited. Tom, dude, appreciate the Prime. Currently catching up on the VODs on YouTube and on the first baseball stream. Just came to give you my Prime. We'll watch this when I'm all caught up. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Tom Satnav's still a thing. I assume you're not named after the Satnavs. And you're just called Tom, because that would make a lot more sense. I don't want to... you can't sign a replacement. I want him now. Oh, my word. They're trying to scam me. Why have they locked in the fee? Are they stupid? Okay, after 50 league games, yeah, sure, you can have 250,000. I'll just give them more. I like the idea of signing Matsuoka just because he can play left and right back. The only issue is that Red Diamonds made a bid But I don't know if theirs is going to be accepted. And Nagoya have made a bid too. If I give him a slightly higher squad status, he might sign for us. I don't know if he's better than Mori. I don't think he is. Oh, chat. What was Matsuoka's first name? Here it is. Like, I think Mori's slightly better for us. But they can both play on the left and right-hand side. So sub options, they're pretty great. My username came from the sat nav. There we go, chat. We cracked the code. Can I show FC Osaka? You know what? Because you asked nicely, and I never do this, we'll have a quick look-see. They are still stuck in J3. Tajigi are up there. Hollyhock are in second. That is Hollyhock, right? Yeah, it is Hollyhock. See, chat, I know Japanese football, allegedly. They've really tumbled down the league. In real life, they're playing in J1 this year. I'm looking here thinking, are there any other slightly weird teams this far down? But I'm not sure there is. Other than Yokohama FC. Yokohama and Hollyhock are the two weird ones, I think, there. If I sign the other fullback, I could let Sato go. If I get Matsuoka in, Sato leaves. But is it... Maybe I'll just keep him for coverage. For 45k is basically nothing. Is Ottawa still looking for a manager? They're not. They found a manager. I couldn't believe it either. Right, Kenichi here will join us next summer. So this is a transfer for the future. Which is also a reason, I think, to give him a slightly bigger wage. Because basically we're signing this guy to be a J1 player. Maybe it's a dangerous assumption to just assume that we will be getting promoted. But I think it's an assumption we can make. Has anyone else made an offer on him? Because he would be very good if Kieto does end up leaving us. He's already performing pretty well for this division. Ventfore Kofu are interested, but they've not made a bid. I feel like every couple of seasons it's nice to see the state of football in the save. Normally end up seeing a non-league team in League One. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's been any weird stuff in my Park to Prem save game this year. Like that. I'm not sure there has been. Ryuya would be a crazy pickup, but there's some big teams that have also made bids. I can't promise him a higher squad status. I'll chuck a bit. You know what? We'll chuck a bit more money your way. I don't love a release clause to a team in a higher division, but I think we work on the assumption that we're going to be promoted this year. Just based on how this season is playing out so far. How did Scum Football, Malden and Tiptree end up? They are still stuck in the non-leagues. The National League is the annoying league, I feel like, in Football Manager. How often in Football Manager do you see like a non-league team get a Tycoon takeover, but then they just get stuck in the National League and then the Tycoon gets bored after 5 seasons? Maybe I like pay attention to it more because I do Part to Pro every year. It happens a lot. Oh, Nagoya made a new offer for Matsuoka. He's definitely going to Nagoya Grampus. Niigata have offered me 1.3 million for Williams. Reject. No one wants my overpriced left back. That's not a shock. But Ishikawa is joining. Big signing. He doesn't join us till next summer. But he is like a long-term piece of planning. And to be fair, if he starts every game for Nagata this year, which I think he's going to end up doing, it's going to benefit his development more than him being the backup for me. I remember years ago, chat. I say years ago, literally 12 years ago. Does anyone remember this? Probably not. I did a save game on FM15 where I simulated like 2080. And we were Oxford United manager. I took over Oxford, but there was a team, I can't remember, are they called Arsley? I can't remember what they're called. Their badge is like 2 keys. It's like a light blue shield. I don't know what the team's called. It's a non-league team. Someone will know. I think it is like Arsley, but I don't know if that's me missed. It's definitely me. Does it have an extra E in it somewhere? Either way, they went all the way from like the 9th tier to the Premier League in that save game. And I do love it when stuff like that happens. It just doesn't happen enough. Anthony's written out the team name. Is it this team? Arsley. It doesn't show up. Oh, if I hit enter. No, that's... Do they still exist? They might just not be... maybe I can do it this way. Maybe. Oh, you can't sort by team name. Chat, why would you want to sort by team name? Why would that need to be a thing? This game. They're somewhere around here. Chat, I'm never going to find the... Oh, my word. I actually found them just searching like that. This team. They went all the way to the Premier League on my save game in FM15. Well, I was just managing Oxford in the future. I actually quite enjoyed that save game. It's a bit of a weird save game. But, like, just simulating, like, really far into the future and kind of taking over... like a team yo-yoing between the Premier League and the Championship in the distant future was just quite fun. I was thinking, chat, whenever international management comes to Football Manager, assuming it syncs up with kind of Park to Prem wrapping up, I might end up doing like a subathon. Or like some kind of elongated stream. I probably wouldn't do it as one of those subathons where the timer is going when I'm sleeping. Kind of thing. But it'd be something where I stream like 12 hours a day every day. So like maybe I make it where I stream from midday to midnight UK time. Every day that the timer's going. Like, I kind of like the idea of 24-hour streams, but I feel like 16 hours in, like, it becomes not very good viewing because the stream is just dead and you're basically just waiting to see if they fall asleep or not for 8 hours. Thanks for getting me addicted to Out of the Park. I'm supposed to be working, but I want to scout prospects. I keep thinking about Out of the Park. I'm enjoying this save game, though. I forgot, because I've not touched this save game in a little while, because I've been pre-recording all the Park to Prem stuff. Forgot how much I'm enjoying this save game. Set pieces? Oh, Ferreira's 19 jumping reach is a weapon. Do I want to run that idea by the wife? If I explain to her it makes money for us, I think she'll be fine with it. But yeah, we could do a subathon when the international management comes in. I don't know what Nakano's doing in goal there. It looked like he was doing a press-up. I wanted to do a save game chat where I go as Curacao and then I see how many times I have to save scum to win the World Cup. Would that be a good segment to a subathon? An hour every day we spend just repeatedly save scumming while I chat with you guys to see how many attempts it takes. It will require everyone watching to keep count for me. It reminds me of when I do the streams where I'd reset for a son, because in Football Manager, you used to be able to reset your youth intakes and get different players every time. Great goal, Williams. Unfortunately now, whether or not you're getting a son is like decided when the intake preview comes through. This goal by Williams, by the way, little scoop turn. I really feel like this year the dribbling has got better in Football Manager. Like, they need to add some more skill move animations, and I'd love to see it like a bit more kind of stuff that's visually different for a player that has high flair. But I feel like you do see some nice runs. Like, it was almost a bit overtuned where I think it made people cross because players could just dribble past fullbacks all the time in replays. Even though it wasn't actually that prevalent outside of the highlights. But I feel like it's one of the better improvements this year that could be like really pushed to another level. We'll take that. We'll take that. You know what, 2-0, we're chilling. My funny thing is with international management is mobile through Netflix, so you can currently manage a World Cup, so they can do it soon. Well, the thing is, the mobile version of Football Manager didn't change engines. International management in Football Manager Mobile is just the same as it has been for like the last 10 years. I thought that Yokohama might be okay because they're a good team in J3, but I don't know. We've got something about our boys here. Something about this team is just gelling. If we can get promoted to J1, would I even hop teams or would I try and stay here? I've got a lot of money. The thing about Iwata as well, chat, is we've got money. I think our team is already pretty good. Williams has got a mad hat-trick. What an insane hat-trick that is. And in J1, like, the difference between the top teams in Japan and, like, the bottom teams is so fine. Like, you'll see teams finishing the continental spots the next year get relegated. And historically, it's happened a few times. A team will get promoted from J2 and then win J1 immediately. Like, there is a real precedent for that happening. Gamba Osaka did it a few years ago. Was it Matsumoto Yamaga got close to doing it a few years ago too? When does the Yamaha money run out? Well, we got that withdrawn funding message, didn't we? But the current sponsorship deal, I think, lasts another 2 seasons. Right. Oh, by the way, when the YouTube stream went down, did it start a brand new stream? It was quite a long reconnect, I noticed. Iber. Free kick. Bosh. Right. Should have done it sooner. We'll do it now. Just take off all the big guns. Kubota on. Shimada can stay on. Okamura off. Williams, you got your hat-trick. Have a rest. And Bamba for Kawaii. We're having a good time. When do you travel? I'm away for a week this Friday. Oh, you won't miss any streams. Don't you fret. Don't you worry. I want more, chat. I want more. Even though I've made 5 subs, I want more. Or 4 subs. I can count. I saw a few people on my Discord have picked up Out the Park based on watching me play it on stream, which is cool. I'm looking forward to getting back to it. And I still want to check out the City Skylines DLC that got released that allows you to design, like, racing tracks. I feel like that's one for the old school F1 Manager viewers to enjoy. How long am I in Japan for? Just over 2 weeks. So it's a little vacation. It's a honeymoon though, chat. We're having a good time. We're going up to the mountains for the first week. Like, nice, chilled out. Mount Fuji. Going not quite to the north coast, but like quite far out from Tokyo, but not to the cities. We've got some hot spring hotels planned, so that'll be nice. I can actually just have a chill out time. I've never done hot springs before, chat. We don't have those in Lincolnshire, funnily enough. And then I've got a period of time in Tokyo, like 4 or 5 days. Gonna do is it Disney Sea in Tokyo? Also, are we getting the signings done here? Right, get you gone. Matsuoka signs. Wait, that's the fullback. I did not think he'd sign for me. Did I overpay? Or did these other teams not get their offers accepted? Oh, their offers didn't get accepted. And then after that chat, we're off to Nagoya for the Grand Prix. All right, reject these bids on Williams. Matsuoka, welcome to the club. 1.7 million for this guy might be an overpay, but I think it's worth it. What happened to the guy who kept going on the lash? Did you sell him? I've been trying to sell him. No one wants him. It was... Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Chat, where's the bloke who was making me angry before? It's the left back, isn't it? Don't know why I'm looking so high. is Akinomoto, who's on 9. He's literally my highest earner, and he's awful. I questioned earlier if I was overpaying right on our new left back and right back guy, who I can't see on this list. There he is. The guy in blue is on £6,000. The guy on green is my highest earner. I'm going to level with you. That Akinomoto transfer, fucking shocking. Any difference with the new update? I'm actually not on the new update, Addons, so I can't tell you, I'm afraid. I mean, I could lie and say yes, but I don't know why I would do that. It's actually a completely different game now, chat. It's now a Game of the Year contender. Okay, that's our new best 11 there. The new centre attacking mid doesn't join till next season, which is a bit unfortunate. But we're doing okay. You don't have to start a new save. I've just opted out of updating Aiden because it broke a lot of mods. And because I'm going away on vacation, I've been recording a load of videos. And I'd rather have just all the mods and stuff that I use working versus not having them working randomly and having to disable them all. So I'm still on the I think is it 26.1.3? I'm on the update chat before the transfers all happened, which does mean I'm on the same match engine as the latest game kind of release. It's just I've not got a few little bug fixes. Although my understanding is new bugs were introduced anyway. So if anyone asked already, what's your thoughts on the Liverpool game last night? Utterly predictable and depressing. That's my summary. I don't know if I really have an opinion at this point, which might sound a bit sad. I'm just a bit apathetic. Is that the right word? Like, I'm beyond the point of being disappointed or surprised. It's the kind of result that I feel like I'd be more annoyed by if it wasn't a surprise. Akamura wants to go to Ehime, mate. Pay rise? He'll stay, but it'll be a good offer. 9,000. Fucking hell, show. I've just promised him a new contract. To be fair, he is one of our best young players who is homegrown at club. So he has kind of got me by the gonads. I mean, this isn't too bad. Okay. It's not even a big wage rise, actually. He's already on £7,500. Can I have it be one that starts at the end of the season? This is actually unbelievably reasonable. If we can get rid of those 2 bits... That is actually... You know what? I thought I'd screwed myself by promising my new contract. That is unbelievably reasonable. A 4-year extension that kicks in at the end of the season and sees his wages only go up by £1,000 with no yearly or promotional wage rise when we're likely to get promoted. If anything, I have scammed him there. As a Burnley fan, this season ended in December. R.I.P. You got to believe. You got to believe. I say that. I'm still looking at Norwich climbing up the championship table thinking, are they going to do it? Am I going to regret not putting a bet on them to make the championship playoffs? I discussed it on stream. I don't think I'd be able to find the clip because it was a long time ago. I think it was when they were like in the relegation zone still. I think Norwich still might make the playoffs, chat, which might be pure delusion, but they've won another 4 on the bounce. Williams can't go. The transfer window's closed, mate. Why are you kicking up a fuss the day after the transfer window closes? How do I feel about Lincoln's season? I mean, Lincoln are in this weird position where I feel like they're just chilling. I think it was the win against Cardiff 2-1 that was like a turning point. Since then, they've not really looked back. All I'm saying is, you know, the Tottenham Stadium going to be a banging away day for Lincoln fans. The squad wants to discuss the Ethan Williams situation. Why would we let our best player be sold? Kamiya gets it. That was productive. Good job, everyone. Good productive chat with the lads. We're actually running away with the league here. I've got a game in hand. I've got Tokyo to play, then I've got Matsumoto, then I've got Yamaga. So we've got mostly teams in the top half still to play, but I've already played a lot of the teams around us. I feel like. I've played Imabari. Who have I not played around us? I've not played Nagata yet. I'm going to play Matsumoto soon. I'm about to play Tokyo. I think we've played a few of these teams. We're actually fine. World Golden Ball, Elise won it. Was that Elise at Man City? Did I see that correctly? Was that a thing? Elise's gone to Man City. The game's gone. How much do you reckon they paid? I reckon 140 mil. I mean, to be fair, he got 14 man of the matches in 28 games, but 197 million. I mean, his return has been pretty good, to be fair. Elise's just turned into the world's best player in this save game. Oh, my word. Fair enough. I can see why he won the Ballon d'Or. Kieto's been called up for international duty. Do we have an international break on the 28th? No. I'll tell you what. Shimada's going to end up with more playtime here because as Kieto gets back from injury, he's going to be on international duty. Right. Let's keep it going. We've got our new boy here. We'll see how he fares. Hey, how you doing, mate? Are you good? Are you good? I hope you are, mate. Oh, shit. Sorry, chat. Hit the microphone. Probably wasn't that loud, but apologies. I mean, based on our form, we should just win. We'll have to see. Parkinson, by the way, chat. Traditional Japanese last name. Now you know. We are 9 wins for 9, taking on another team in the playoff picture. At home, I feel like you just have to back us to win this. I did think when Kieto got injured it might derail things, but we seem okay. They are playing this really narrow shape, so we're going to play wider. And we're going to focus on the flanks this game. And we are also... Chat, I hate the team instructions screen so much. We are also... what are we also going to do? There was something else I was going to change, and I can't think what it was. Oh, I know what it was. Overlaps. Both flanks. Then balanced for underlaps here. And then Hashimoto needs his role changing as well to wing back. I feel like we should just be able to bully their fullbacks. We are in this weird position, though, still, chat, where there's certain new roles that I've still not used in FM. What is a H wingback? Is it a holding wingback? I've not tried out holding wingbacks. Has anyone tried out holding wingbacks? If you have, you're lying to me. Are they actually any good? I'm pretty sure Iba's offside there. Is he off? I'm waiting for it to be ruled out. Okay, it is off. I could see it from here, chat. I should be a linesman. Had to disappear for a meeting and we still winning. You know it. We've actually won every game today, somehow. We had that dramatic last-minute winner, and since then it's been just chilling. Right, Iba, turn, pull the trigger. Post now. That is such a lucky bounce away from danger too. Still not away, blocked. That was actually a chance as well. I feel like there's a lot of blocked shots in the match engine. I don't know if that's down to how my team play a lot of the time, where I tend to drop deep rather than having crazy pressing settings on. I feel like there's a lot of deflected goals and a lot of highlights that are like blocks in the 6-yard box. Does anyone else notice that this year, or is that a me skill issue? Probably a me skill issue. So right now they're playing with a lone striker and 2 centre attacking mid, so I really want my wing-backs to overlap and us to try and bully their holding wing-backs. It does leave us, I was about to say, the 2-on-1 at the back, which could be an issue on counters, but, well, we'll see if we deal with this here. We're giving away a penalty. Okamura. I've just given him a new contract and he does that. It's okay, though. It's okay. Nakano saves pens. He loves a pen. In another life, he was a stationary salesman. Watch this. Okay, never mind. It would have been good if he saved it, wouldn't it? It would have been good. Tokyo Verde take the lead. I don't know how I feel about the kind of weird European names in Japanese football. I kind of like the influences, but like the fact that there's a team called Tokyo Verde, which obviously Verde is green, is just like odd. Maybe it sounds sexier because of the bit of the continental flair. I feel like Tokyo Green wouldn't really go as hard. It sounds, I'll be honest, it sounds like a name in Pez, doesn't it? Where they've not got the licensing. Right, Kato, left to right. Get the overlap going on the right. Oh, okay, never mind. Just pointless half-time highlight. Right. Let's go higher tempo. We don't have to bypass the press. I don't feel like I need to change that much here. They've had like one great chance. We've done nothing besides that. So we just got to do our own thing a little bit better. I am curious, chat. How many of you guys are like still playing FM26 regularly? And then how many of you just like still watch content but aren't playing? It's weird, right? Because I look at I see like the discourse around like Steam charts and stuff and sales data and the player base dropping off. And I can see it in my viewership, but I don't know if the drop off in viewership is just the normal drop off or if actually people are just, playing because people are playing less, people are watching less. I've been playing a lot in the past couple of months after not playing at all at launch. What's changed for you, Daz? Do you think you've just clicked with it more, or...? I'm curious. I just still play FM24. I mean, FM24 is still just a great game. I feel like I had my fun with FM24. I had like 7,000 hours in it after 2 years. Oh my god. What a goal, Nolan Bamba. Right in time for Matt's raid. Matt, how are you doing, my friend? You raided for that goal there. It was beautiful. We're just discussing, Matt, like how many people who are watching the stream are still playing FM26 or playing FM24 or just kind of got me on as background noise but no longer play FM at the moment. How are you finding it, Matt? Like, you'll have to forgive me, but for all I know, you could have been streaming FM24 and hate it. I think for me, chat, like, I'd always play the newest FM anyway. I love FM24. It's a well-polished game. I've just, there's a Football Manager is not a game designed to be played for thousands of hours over 2 years. Oh, the comebacks happened. We're so good. We're so good. I just used Jack for my background noise. Fantastic choice. Nothing wrong with that. We're chilling. How so much from FM26? Don't think it's perfect, but it's an okay start. I think the tactics make the big difference for me. I feel like I've almost accepted the UI for what it is. Like, there's so much stuff that I wish was more easily accessible, and when I first couldn't find that stuff, it annoyed me more, whereas now I've come to accept I can't get that stuff as easily or at all. The day stream is confusing me. Is Jack headed to Japan soon? Chat, this is categorically the last stream for a little while. I can say that now. I'm still here for a little while yet, but this will... For the last 3 streams, I've been like, this is the last stream, and then there's another stream. I know. It's confusing. I'm confused too. I'll be honest, I've had a lot of fun streaming out the park. And today I just had this itch. I was like, actually, I've got some time. That is a stupid tackle in Bamba. What are you doing, you absolute fucking donkey? Are you stupid? Don't answer it. I know he's stupid. He's a silly boy. Right, Vegeta and you come. He is stupid. There's 4 minutes left. We should be fine. We should be able to see it out. It's not. We're not gonna lose this, are we, chat? Surely not. I still play and watch FM content, but I have so many other games to play. It's always been like that. I mean, yeah, that's true too. I think that Football Manager is a unique game, right? In the sense that I think it's one of those few yearly release games that people can just play all year round. Which I think is a testament to kind of the gameplay loops and how different it can always be. At least that's the case for me. Like, there's a lot of video games I will go through phases of playing. And maybe Football Manager was a game like that for me before it became, like, my job. But even then, no, I don't think it was. Like, Football Manager is a game that I just play all year round all the time. Like, there was a play session I had recently while pre-recording some Park to Prem stuff where I properly got there one more game itch. And it was the first time I've had it in ages. And it was just, like, really nice. Oh, my word, they've missed that there. Let's go very defensive. Watching/playing F1 much? I mean, I've been watching all the F1. I'm off to Suzuka in 2 weeks, and that's going to be fun. But I've not touched F1 Manager, even with all the new updates. Hey, take it easy, Matt. I appreciate you raiding, mate. But yeah, like, out of the park, I've really been enjoying. Like, it's something radically different. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, and for people who don't know baseball like me, like, I can understand the limited appeal, but just learning the game. I'll be honest, chat, Out of the Park reminds me more of FM24 than this game does. And I think it is just the density of information. Like, everything in this game is just a bit big and spread across lots of screens. And, like, to be honest, for, like, making video content, it's probably better that way. Because it, like, looks better on smaller screens and is just a bit more pleasant to look at. But I miss the density of Football Manager. I don't know why we're having shots like this while we're on very defensive. Can we run it into the corner, please? Right, 2-1 win. We're chilling. Am I planning on seeing any Japanese football? I'm not, purely because it's my honeymoon. And you know what, chat? The wife has granted permission for us to go watch F1. I didn't want to push my luck. Play FM26. I did what you did. Started unemployed now with Ebbs Fleet in the National League South with a financial issue. Can I be honest, chat? I wish with Park to Prem I'd got stuck in the lower leagues for longer, because I actually really enjoyed the lower leagues of FM. I would love their next year, chat, in Football Manager to be like an Iron Man mode, or like a mode where they just like have attribute masking, like no attributes, or like do it where it's like more broad ranges. Like, I feel like that could be really, really fun. And I'd probably play Park to Prem that way. You can go on your own, chat. The wife has given me permission to go watch football. Can you imagine me bumbling around on my own in Japan, chat? That seems like a recipe for disaster. I need my responsible adult with me. Who knows what nonsense I'd get up to. I'd probably get arrested for something I didn't know I've done. You weren't the most knowledgeable about hockey when you did your EHM videos, Matt. I didn't have a clue what was going on there. But you're still the most entertaining EHM YouTuber. That's how I found you. What a way in. If you found me via EHM, I'm sure you're not the only one, R2D2. But I can't imagine there's loads of people who found me that way. I do love that. All right, that was actually a massive win last time out, but the suspensions are now a bit annoying. I'm just realising I'm a bit light on defensive midfielders, although actually Kofi and Ferreira can play there, so maybe I'm not. No, we're not. You know what? Kawaii getting a bit of first-team football, not a bad thing. I think we are getting the words instead of high numbers for attributes going forward. I don't think we are. I think they're going to walk back that decision based on what conversations I've had and things I've heard. My understanding is, chat, the reason that staff have words for attributes is when they did the new manager creator, they felt like numbers for your own character were like a little bit too matter of fact. Like, you know, you want to have this kind of RPG character creation. They wanted to have some ambiguity around your manager's ability. And then they kind of felt like once they'd done it for managers, it was weird if all the other staff still had numbers. Because the numbers still exist under the herd. But I think it's been a bit of a divisive change, that one. It's the kind of change that they've made, and I kind of look at it and go, why not have the option for numbers? Like, it can't be that difficult to have a preference setting for it. Chronic Maths Debater. Thank you for the gifted, mate. One of my favourite usernames. Did that cross the line? I don't think it did. I hope you're well, mate. Thank you for gifting a sub to Shiny. Do I still play EHM? I feel like I've not gone through an EHM phase in ages. I had a save game that I did years ago. I say years ago in EHM. It was like a save game that I kept playing for longer than any other EHM save game, and I've just not really touched it since. It was one using, I think it's a database called EHMX, where it basically had 4 expansion franchises, and it was designed to like run a lot quicker. I think it was called like EHMX Turbo. It was like a custom database. And I did a save game where I got to like 2060, and I like properly managed all these different eras. And then after I was done with it, I just kind of felt like, oh, I don't really want to start a new save, and I've not had that itch to go back yet. Yeah, the adaptability filtering being bugged is annoying. Being able to assess stats attributes from 1 to 20 is pretty unrealistic, as it's not quantifiable as pace. I mean, I don't disagree. I'll be honest, chat, I just hate the wording scales in Football Manager. Like, humans rank stuff, like, with numbers. Unless you're doing a tier list. But obviously, a tier list is when you can have multiple things at, like, the same level. Like, for me, if you're going to get rid of numbers for players or staff, like attributes, like it should probably still be some kind of visual representation, like be that stars or like a bar graph that fills up, as opposed to an arbitrary scale of words, which can make it difficult to compare different values because it's not like a clear visual difference between the two. Instead, it's just the word itself is different. Have I had any Planet Coaster itches? I haven't. Like, I went through chat. I do have a Planet Coaster Park I've kind of played on and off, but there's been so many updates that I almost feel like I need to start again. I'm part of an online league in AHM where in 2066 current IRL players have retired, even as staff now. See, I feel like for me, I never get bored of games that get that far into the future, like because the real people have all gone. I think for me, often it's just a case of I feel like I've done everything I need to do, or like, you know, I've had a golden generation come and go, and like they've all retired, and I feel like the time's over. Oh, Show's just signed a new contract and now got injured. Chat, this is the kind of situation, right, where would it not be good for me to be able to like wait till half time to make a sub and then sub in someone rather than using one of my stoppages now? I've made my stoppage. I'll tell you what, if Matsuoka or Komotsu, sorry, who's just been subbed on, gets an assist, thank you, game. Oh, thank you, game. Great game. Thank you for forcing me to make the sub. Always would have made that decision. I think one downfall with the Out of the Park Twitch community is they don't have a lot of charismatic streamers versus the FM community. And the fact a lot of the people I feel only watch the Twitch drops for Perfect Team. I feel like once you get used to Out of the Park, you can get a bit of a market share there. I've not watched any Out of the Park content, so I don't really have a view on that. I think, I'll be honest, chat, I don't think people realise with a game like Out of the Park or with Football Manager, like where it's so spreadsheet heavy and there's a lot of reading and processing data, how hard it is to also be good at streaming that game whilst playing it well. Like, it is difficult. Like, I even catch myself when I'm playing Out of the Park. I've watched back some of the streams. Like, I'll have like uncharacteristic, like multi-second pauses where I'm really having to think about stuff. And there are times where I can be having a yap sesh whilst playing Football Manager and I'll accidentally do like the wrong team talk or something. Like, it's so easy to do. I think the thing is as well with management games, like naturally they do have like an older audience. And I feel like sometimes maybe people just being a bit more chilled and less kind of eccentric TikTok creator can come across as like not being engaging. But actually, I think there's a real market for that with this kind of game. The thing is, chat, like people always tell me, do F1 Manager or do Out of the Park. I would love to just play more variety of management games, and like I still enjoy playing this game, contrary to popular belief, because apparently people on Twitter tell me that I complain about the game too much. I do enjoy it. Just to be absolutely clear, they're going to score here, pain. But there's no other management game I don't think that has full-time content creators. I could be mistaken. Maybe there is full-time content creators in Out of the Park. Obviously, definitely not in F1 Manager. Like, so it's always like this tricky niche where, like, Football Manager will always be kind of my primary content because there's the market for it all year round. Especially when it comes to videos. I talked about it earlier. With streams, I feel like with streams you can kind of just play whatever you feel like and there will be people that watch if you're a streamer. I'd like to think that for some of you guys, I'm just like a comfort viewing experience. Or you know what you're going to get with me in terms of personality. So even if it's a different game, like there's still a degree of enjoyment by being in my company. But I'm fortunate, right? Because I'm not a full-time streamer, I don't have to chase where the views are. I can just do what I enjoy. Like, don't get me wrong, I hope that people will come along for the adventure and whatever and enjoy it. But, like, I've really, really been enjoying playing Out of the Park lately. Like, I can't wait to come back from streaming and playing it. Like, it's the first time in a while where there's a management game I've sat there, like, thinking about actively in my downtime, which normally I hate when it's Football Manager. By the way, they've just scored. But normally I hate that when it's Football Manager because it feels like I'm thinking about my work when I can, like, mentally switch off. I mean, look, if you're watching the stream, you're probably a gamer of some kind. We've all had those phases where you play a new game or discover something new and you're just like, oh my word, this is the shit. I guess I'm fortunate in the sense that, for me, a lot of those games are management games. And so it has that nice overlap where it doesn't always feel like working, even though it is. I'm waiting on someone to create an out-of-the-park database build based on the footballing world. That would confuse the fuck out of me. There are content creators out of the park, but like F1 Manager, they aren't full-time. They're either hobby... We're losing, by the way. Chat Ferreira's throwing. They're either a hobby or mainly do baseball content and do a side out-of-the-park series. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, I'm going to be honest, chat. Like, Football Manager, I think, is one of those few games that you can play all year round as a creator and kind of make it your living. Like, it was a very conscious decision when I decided to do full-time content creation. Like, I have friends who have, like, gone into content creation on stuff like Apex Legends or other FPSs, and, like, you're always having to chase the next thing. Whereas I was kind of very much consciously aware when I started to... By the way, how have I lost this 3-1? Can we discuss that? That's a mad result. But no, it was like what I was going to say was it's kind of a conscious decision with Football Manager that I know people who play Football Manager like to play it a lot, and it's a game I know I can play all year round. And well, when I first made the decision, there was that mindset of, well, there's always a Football Manager out. They're never not going to release a Football Manager. But I also feel like the kind of content I do where it's kind of podcasty, habitual viewing people watch. Like I've had chats with a few different content creators who don't do the daily stuff in Football Manager, and they are really struggling right now. Like their content is perhaps more heavily reliant on the algorithm rather than habitual viewing because it's not daily and it's always a bit different. And I kind of empathise with those guys because I think the state at which Football Manager is released in this year and kind of face planted makes it tricky for that kind of content. How long's Akamura out for? 9 days to 2 weeks. And Kieto's about to go on international duty. That's pain. But yeah, I've got loads of videos scheduled to... Well, I say scheduled, no. They're downloaded through the YouTube app chat on my phone. So on my flight to Japan, I am just going to be watching a load of Out the Park stuff. So that'll be fun. I've not got a big break here. Matsumoto I play tomorrow. I should have rested the players sooner. When does our schedule ease up? It doesn't. It really... Our schedule is mental for another month. I didn't realise the League Cup was a group stage. Oh, wait. No, we've not played... Oh, yeah, we did play in the League Cup. We're in the Group F second round. How do I look at Group... How do I look at the table? I'm so confused. How do these groups... You know what? I'm not going to question it. I don't understand how these groups work. Because there's no actual groups and just fixtures being drawn. We are going to need to do a bit of rotation, I think, for this game, which could be a bit painful. Especially because we just lost to Yamagata. Although, I don't know how we lost that game based on the stats. I think it's worth a shout out to some MLB videos downloaded as well. I have got some. Chat, I've got so many videos downloaded. I can tell you what. Do you want an insight chat into me? Videos I've got downloaded. I've got all of the Talking Baseball season preview videos. I've got some of the Talking Baseball kind of random highlight videos. I've got Out of the Park Addy, is it? Is it Addy or is it Out of the Park Paddy? Please let me know. But I've got loads of his Out of the Park tutorials downloaded. I've got, is it T-Clev? And loads of his Out of the Park stuff downloaded. I've downloaded an entire series of Out of the Park that someone recommended to me, which is... Ooh, can I get the creator's name here? Old School Sports. I've got 208 episodes that downloaded of his EHM, no, Out of the Park series. And then a load of Baseball Doesn't Exist, Simple Sabermetrics, Willyitics. I feel like I've hit the kind of mark on all the different types of baseball creators. I'm going to come back, chat, and know everything. And people are going to be like, what happened? It's going to be like, well, I went to Japan and seeked enlightenment. I've even got a laptop chat with EA. I keep calling it EHO. It's Out of the Park. Where has Eastside Hockey Manager ingrained itself in my brain today? All right. Kamiya's coming in. I'm going to have to rotate here. More than I'd like to, but it's fine. I shouldn't over-rotate. I only really want to rotate out the players that need to be rotated. Where are Matsumoto Yamaga right now? Third. Oh, this is big. We're 8 points clear of them here. A win here would put us at least guaranteed 10 points clear of the team trailing us in third. Brain is telling you something with EHM. I'll tell you what, if the Leafs get a top 5 pick, we might be cooking. I always wished with Eastside there was an ability using the custom databases to start before the draft. I don't know if that's weird. Like as a non kind of I don't know what the word is. As someone who didn't grow up around hockey, like, I feel like for me the draft feels like the start of the new season. Like, going into free agency. Like, I kind of always wish you could have that as the start date. We all know the Leafs are giving Boston the 6th overall pick. Come on now. We can tank, even though it was 4-2, wasn't it, last night? Right, let's get off to a good start, shall we? Let's get off to a good start after the FMing we had last time out. Jack, I'm starting a glory hunt to save the top 5 leagues plus Portugal and maybe the Eredivisie. Can you give me some random teams to start with? I will try for the main league cup of that league and all 3 European competitions. Random team in the top 5 leagues that's good for a glory hunter. Oh, that's a nice goal, isn't it? Shimada's scoring goals now, chat. He didn't score all of last year. Chat, who would you suggest for a glory hunter save? I'd say Sevilla. Does Sevilla still have a really old team that needs rebuilding, or have they started doing that in real life yet? I feel like they've been delaying it for years. You know, Sevilla have got a bit of a reputation for winning the non-Champions League European competitions. I think that'd be fun. If the Leafs get the 6th pick and it goes to Boston, I will cry. Maybe not on stream, but I will cry. Right, chat. We've got another hour on the stream today. I've not finished packing, so I probably should do that. Is it weird, chat, that I like to start packing, like, days before I go on holiday? Like, I'm the kind of person who's like, right, put all the clothes that I need for the holiday to the side. Put all the toiletries, all the travel size toiletries to the side early too. I don't know. I'm like I like to be over-organised. How do we nearly score there? Yeah, I really feel like the Leafs need to tank better. Like, if we don't tank enough and Boston get, like, a 6th pick, it would be awkward. Is McKenna still projected to go number 1 in the NHL entry draft this year? I know there was a guy playing in Sweden for, I can't remember the team, it begins with an F, who was really highly rated. And he's put up some really good numbers in the Swedish Hockey League. Right, we're a goal up at the break. Because McKenna started very slowly, didn't he, in the NCAA, but he's now stepped up and started actually playing well. I don't bother packing. The wife's suitcase is a Tetris master, and it's less stressful for her to pack my stuff. I'd get told off if I relied on the wife to do that. Ivor Stenberg at Frolander. I'll just say yes, chat, because Frolander does look familiar. We really need another goal in this game. I don't want to regret hitting the crossbar all this times. I'll tell you what, if Chicago get McKenna and then they're still bad, can we just liquidate them? Can we just like punish them again for the heinous shit that their ownership did? All right, Williams, we're wheeling out the big guns here. Williams is coming on. Well, we are winning, so it's fine. Fun fact, he was born and raised in the Yukon. If you can tell me where that is, I'll be impressed. There was a TV show called Something of the Yukon. Does anyone know the show I'm on about? It had like a sea shanty intro, and it was like a small balding pirate man. It was a cartoon. It was on BBC when I was a kid. I don't know where the Yukon is. I feel like it's like very north Canada. I could be wrong. I'm basing my knowledge on a cartoon TV series. Yvonne of the Yukon. Is it Canadian? There you go, chat. That's my knowledge of where it is. Didn't the show go something like "You've on off the Yukon traveling land"? I don't know what the accent is because I try to do a deeper voice, but it's definitely not as accurate to how the voice went. Trying to make a deeper voice. Oh my word, Williams need chip the keeper. If we lose this, chat, or fail to win this, I'm going to be fuming after that last game as well. From earlier, I think Wok can do a deeper voice. Could you guys hear her earlier when she was shouting through the door? I hope not. That'd be very dangerous if she realises that she can be heard. Who knows what she'll shout through the door. I thought I knew what show we were talking about, and then Jack started singing. Apologies. Right. I think we're okay. I don't want to jinx it. I think we're going to get through this. It's not convincing. It's a clean sheet. You know what? Clean sheet. We'll take it. Had to rotate the team against the team in third. Wasn't a good game of football. Apologies to anyone who was watching wanting to be entertained. Sagantosu won. Nagata didn't play today. Shimada's doing quite well, chat. Shimada's now got 7 goals. He scored 4 goals in the last 5 games. I didn't even realise that. Tell you what, when Kieto's back from international duty, I've got a headache. Hey, take it easy, Ted J's fan. I appreciate it. I'll get in a batting cage if I see an opportunity. We're meeting up with some of Wok's family members in Japan, so who knows? Maybe when I meet up with them, I can convince the males of the group to go to a batting cage with me, and we can all look like idiots together. My understanding is with baseball, you kind of have to swing before it's pitched. And then react because of how fast a fastball is. I don't know how true that is. But that is my understanding. Right. Chat, I'm really tempted to just throw the League Cup here. Because I've got Sapporo next. Although, is Sapporo even high at the moment? No, they're in 11th. Weren't they predicted to be good this year? Or am I mistaken? Chat, there's a way you can see. Is it here? Oh, media prediction 13th. Never mind. They are bad. I just remembered you said you were going to be on telly. What was the programme? It is Bargain Hunt. If people haven't heard this story, chat, I'm on Bargain Hunt. The episode's been recorded. I'm on it with Wok. So it is a wife face reveal on BBC television, which I think that's a great way to do the face reveal, really. But I don't know when the show's going to be on yet. It was recorded a little while ago, but it's all got to be edited. But I get told a little bit in advance when it's going to be on. So I have no doubt I can let you all know the day it will be on in the future. All I'm going to say is, chat, very, very fun. Bit of a weird TV show to film, Bargain Hunt. You can tell they're 80 seasons in and the show is very formulaic. All the showrunners and producers know exactly what they're doing and when. Right. They're playing the same system as before. I made changes last time I played them and they didn't actually go as well as I hoped. So let's just change less stuff this time. Why did I go on Bargain Hunt? Why wouldn't you go on Bargain Hunt? Is Bargain Hunt not just a fun show to go on? I feel like if you like British television, Bargain Hunt's that show that you go, that'd be fun. You don't get gunged, you're not going to get your general knowledge tested. You can't make yourself look like too much of an idiot on international television, although maybe I can. I will say, chat, I wasn't the one who applied. We actually applied originally because my mum was complaining that she kept applying for my dad to go on bargain hunt and didn't get on. And then when Wok's family were over visiting, her dad got really into it. And he likes, like, collecting things and stuff. And in Southeast Asia, like, you don't really get antiques like the antiques you see on bargain hunt. So he was really into it. So then the wife was like, let's just apply and see if we get on. It'll be funny if we do. And then 2 months later, we was stood in an auction hall. Right. Oh, we're playing football. We are playing football. That post header. It's away. We can keep it alive. Hey, Rob, how's it going, mate? Oh, is that a goal? Did it come off the defender? That looked offside. It must have been the defender who touched it. But yeah, it's part of the Hexagon, Rob. We're chilling in, J2 at the moment. But we're top of the league. We've only lost 1 game all year. And we're looking good in the League Cup now too. I hope there's another meme. The Miles laugh meme is something I use most days. It's a great meme. You can reverse it if you need to. Just casually name leak in chat. I do that sometimes. Chat, if you all let me know your first names, I'll leak them all on the internet. I don't know if I will. Yeah, if you all want to be doxed, no last names, please. Or if you are giving me your last name, give me the 3 numbers on the back of your bank card as well, for reasons. Joke's on you, my name's actually Minty. I'll tell you what, Twisted Muppet's name is Miss Twisted Muppet as well. Facts, chat, you can't argue with it. What stuff, chat, might I forget to pack that I need to remember to pack? Nintendo Switch is packed. Passport's probably a good thing to pack going on holiday. I've got my battery pack, which really should be plugged in, just in case. I've got my AirPods. I feel like I'm always paranoid that I'm going to forget stuff, but then I kind of remember, oh yeah, I'm an adult now. It's not like when you go on holiday with your parents and they tell you, oh, if you forget anything, you're screwed. Like, as an adult, it's just like, oh, I forgot something. Well, I'll just buy it. At least most of the time. Ideally, it's not something you have to buy for the sake of it, because that is annoying. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. Pre-ordered Wi-Fi dongle. I'm not using a Wi-Fi dongle, Minty. I'm actually going just with an eSIM. I looked into all the different options. I could get an unlimited data eSIM for, I think it was £15. It's data only, but that should be fine. Visas. You don't need a visa for Japan. You do have to fill in a form before you arrive. I have got a plug adapter. Oh, chat, how has that gone in? We'll take it. We'll take it. I got a fancy plug adapter with a retractable USB-C connector. Like a bonus cable. The Williams shorts. I've not packed the Williams shorts, but there is a Williams shirt packed. Boring adult answer. A few blisters of over-the-counter medication of worse than having a stomach issues and needing the right meds in a second language. That's actually true. You know what the worst thing is, Chav? I've literally got a packet of empty paracetamol on the table. What episode of Bargain Hunt was I on? I don't know, because it's not aired. I don't know the name or number, I'm afraid. I think there's a form I'm meant to fill in before I arrive in Japan, but it's all digital, I assume. Japan's in the future, right? Although there is certain stuff with Japan which is stuck in the past, like trying to get train tickets, fucking mental. All the different rail providers. Make sure you take some, as many restaurants that aren't a cash only. I should be okay. I have a special international bank account thing for when I'm travelling. Look at me, chat. My international bank account. I feel like I should be wiggling my pinky or something as I say that. It's a written form for customs and one other, I think. Chat, who's gone to Japan recently? What's the form I need to fill in? Are they going to ask for all my social media handles, USA style, and then deny me at the border? Right, we've actually got a rest between games now, so that's good. Japan is the future, saying only someone who hasn't lived there says, had to pay my rent in cash and got a paper bank booklet. Don't ruin it for me. Don't ruin the illusion. Usually they give it to you on the plane. Oh, look at that. I can have a fun 14-hour flight filling out a form. I'm expecting Jack to complain he missed the train. I turned up 15 seconds late and the train had already gone. Chat, I'm very good and obsessive about arriving on time for trains. Don't trust the bank. Chat, the bank will be fine, right? Right? Oh, the new contract. Can I have more money? I mean, £2,000 is good. I really wish as I negotiate this, I could go, hey, I want my coaching badges, please, too. Can I have my coaching badges now, John Davenport? Please, John. I'm begging you. Do I have a pen? Oh, I have a pen, chat. I have a pen here. I have a pen, and it has just written on it, not a melee weapon. Of course it does. Does it work? Let me check. Does squiggle? Oh, it works. Does it? Yeah, it works. Okay, I've got a pen, chat. I'm organised. Why do the board never grant me my coaching badges? Come on. Also, how does Kanji look? Kanji is he was born and bred in Tokyo, as you can tell from his ethnicity. That is what every Kanji looks like. I think that was showing my personal assistant's face there from the previous inbox item. Samu Shimada is on fire. Last year, chat. Oh my, what happened? What happened here? Last year he was crap. Now look at him. Why is everyone getting ill? Can we all stop kissing each other in the changing room, please? Send home. Food poisoning. It'll be fine. I need to work out, chat. What's the optimal way to get my sleeping pattern in sync with Japan? How do you lot deal with jet lag? It's annoying, right? Because the flight is 14 hours and the time zone difference, I think, is... In fact, no, I think it's a 16-hour flight, and then the time zone difference is like... The hours have changed because of daylight savings. Essentially, it's like a 23-hour offset. Like, you're in the air for like 15, 16 hours, but then 23 hours have passed. So you like lose a day. The flight back's not as bad because the flight's at night and then we land morning UK time. But the day one is rough. Is Kyoto fit? Oh, he is. So this is where I've now got the dilemma of Do I play Kyoto, who was in form, or do I play Shimada? I think Shimada's in better form than Iba, to be honest, at this point. So maybe we drop Iba down. I flew to China and stayed up the whole first day I arrived. 18-hour flight and then 12-hour time difference. The thing is, chat, because of the timing of my flight, if I wanted to stay up from when I wake up for my flight till evening in Japan, like, say, 9 p.m., I would have to be awake for 37 hours straight. So I feel like I do need to sleep, but I don't know if I'll be able to sleep on the plane. If you're landing in the evening in Japan, I'm landing at 7 a.m. In fact, a little later than that, but very early in the morning. I feel like the travelling back jet lag isn't so bad. Like when I went to Singapore last year, because like the flight left at like midnight local time, and then we landed at 7 a.m. And so the way it kind of works out is you basically just have like 22 hours of being awake for like one day, which I can do and then go to bed. That's fine. But going the other way, it's always way rougher. Like, travelling back was fine. Like, genuinely, like, I slept on the flight, woke up, had, like, a few hours. I basically slept on the flight and then woke up and it was 3 a.m. in the UK, and then I just stayed up from 3 a.m. till, like, 9 p.m., which is, like, fuck, that's normal. It's just going this other way, I'd have to stay up. If I don't sleep on the flight, chat, which is going to be difficult to sleep on, I'm awake for, like, 37 hours straight. And I saw some people in the chat go, oh, I can do that. I'm sure you can. I can't. I'm in my 30s. I'm an old bloke. Who's looking after Milo? We have a doggy daycare set up. He will be going there for like individual days just during the week, like once a week, just because it's good for socialisation and getting him out and tired it out, playing with other dogs. But he's there for a little bit, which I think he'll enjoy, to be honest. He loves other dogs, and a lot of his friends from the dog park go there. Okay, Kyoto, back from injury. He's got man of the match in something like 6 out of 8 games he's played in. I shouldn't have bigged him up. He went on international duty with Venezuela, and now he's messed it up. Sleep for the last half of your flight or just nap for 3 hours? That's the issue. I'm not staying in Tokyo right away, chat. I land into Tokyo and then we're heading up to the mountains. Now, Wok nor I are driving, so it's fine. But we get off the flight and then we've got about 5 hours of travelling more. Also, that's a mad finish. Are you worried he'll forget you when you get back? I'm sure he'll be fine. Which mountains again? If I go on a map, I can't actually remember the name. Yeah, I need to sleep on the flight, but it's not an easy flight to sleep on because of the timings. I'm going up to the mountains near... I'm looking for like a bigger city. It's the Miyoko Tokushima Rezan National Park area, around there. In fact, no, I think it's further across than there, actually. I think it's the Chibu Sangaku National Park, like the mountains there. I just got told hot springs, mountains, relaxing, and I thought, sounds good. Sign me up. Okay, Kyoto missed his penalty. He's coming back from injury. Get him off the pitch. Get in Iba. He's the boy. Work up to the time difference the day or two before the flight. It's too late for that. I can't remember where I'm going. I'll be honest. I think it's near a Gifu. Chat, I'm the kind of person who the wife goes, we're going to the mountains, and I go, yeah, I'll come. I don't like to overplan on holidays or like look at where I'm going ahead of time. which might sound really weird. I feel like in the age of the internet, like, you can almost have the surprise ruined for you by just looking at everything because everything's online and digital. So, like, I'd rather, like, not know exactly where we're going or where we're staying. So that when I get there, it's like, wow, like, that's actually my first time seeing it. What if you've already been taken to the mountain where they filmed Ninja Warrior in Japan and you're taking part? Well, watch out. I'll tell you what, chat. Running up, you know, the steep inclines. That's all me. Right. We're at Goldam. It's not great. Let's get in the big guns. I say the big guns. There's not actually that many big guns to get in, but some of the big guns. I'm doing the thing that I said I shouldn't do, which is I'm making all my subs at once. But yeah, I'm looking forward to just getting some chill out time, chat. Like, I never really switch off. I feel like it's the nature of being a YouTuber, right? Like, you're constantly looking at making sure videos have gone up and that everything's sorted. I will say, chat, just as a little heads up, when you watch, like, the next set of Park to Prem videos, if there are any weird editing gaffes, just point and laugh at editing Jack, because he was very sleep deprived doing all the editing on videos. And he did have to rush it more than he would normally do. He hasn't had time to watch another 7 hours of him talking back to himself with all the videos that were pre-recorded. I'm hoping if there is any major editing gaffes, I can fix them using, like, the YouTube editor that exists. But if you see me clapping at any point or just weird stuff, just blame editing Jack. Kamiya, Shimada, Kawaii, Komotsu. It would have been such a good goal. It would have been such a good goal where all the subs link up. I mean, I don't know how we're not winning this game. How are we not winning? Chat! Another game like this, I'm fuming. Yeah, editing Jack is coming on the honeymoon. We're leaving him at the airport and saying, enjoy your next, like, you know, two or so weeks. And then we'll see him later. Is he on? Shimada, pull it back. Is that on? I think he's onside. There's no VAR, is there? So I don't need to panic. In older FMs, did anyone else used to just zoom out so they could see the linesman? I was trying to do that then. I couldn't do it. That is a shocking offside trap, by the way. The right back was playing him on. We're staying on the front foot. I want another goal there. I want another goal there. Demand more. I've done a shout chat, and instantly there's a highlight. This is why shouts need to be back in the game. Sometimes in Football Manager, you don't want to change your tactics. You just want to shout. Shimada. Oh, little turn. Matsuoka. Back post Komotsu. Oh, my word. What a comeback. Was so good. No goal. Fuck off, Lino. No. Who's offside there? Because it's not Komotsu. I want an investigation. Corruption. There's 24 seconds in a dream. There's 24 seconds in a dream. Look at the stats. Look at... How is this 1-1? Big win. Komotsu. They've ruled out one goal, mate. Get angry. Get mean. Please. 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 End of 90 minutes. Wait, we're in the League Cup. Do we get penalties in this? I thought this was the league stage. What do you mean there's extra time? Oh my word. If I knew it was the cup, I would have rotated more. I do get an extra sub. There's no league stage. How come it was labelled as the group stage? It was definitely labelled as the group stage in game. I swear. Oh, please. Let's go through in the cup. Matsuoka. Options? Please. 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 Shall if I lose this on penalties, the stream ends. Just so you all know. Just so we're all on the same page here. Please! How is it 1-1? I'm in pain. 20 shots, 9 on target. Oh my word. Please, 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 please. I have a sub, but I guess I could bring in Fujita for Mbamba for fresh legs. They're going to score. They're going to score. I'm going to be so fucking angry. Please. Stop. Stop. Good header, Kofi. 6-7. Now we break. Iber. Back post. That's the switch. Come here. Come here. Come here. That's a finish. Fair enough. I don't feel like Iber needed to shoot that quite as much into the top bins. But I kind of back the fact that he's backed himself to score there. There's like 3 players arriving. Why did he smash it? You know what? I'm not going to question it. Great finish. I mean, that has to be the game done. It just has to be. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. If we lose on penalties, the stream's ending. I need to end the stream soon anyway, but I can't handle it. A 20-yard screamer, says the commentator. Sorry? Sorry? You call this a fucking screamer? My keeper doesn't have arms. Oh, the chat. There's a late last gasp attempt, maybe. Imagine. Oh. Now, I am on the build of Football Manager that sometimes has the bugged out penalties. So we might not get to watch the penalty shootout. Does that add to the drama, the jeopardy the penalties might not get played? Right. Oh, I don't have penalty takers. I don't have penalty. Just add. Chat, are you ready to see if we get to watch the shootout or not? We get to watch it. We get to watch it. Iber scores. The pen should be fixed, but I'm on an old build. I've not updated my Football Manager. In fact, I rolled it back. Because mods and stuff got broken. Also, why are penalty shootouts so long in this game? Hasegawa, miss. Miss. Chat, what were the stats on this game? What the fuck is that? How have I drawn 2-2? Not only have we only scored 2 goals from an XG of 4.27, they've scored 2 goals from 0.18. 0.18! Oh my god. Right, thanks for watching the stream, everyone. See you later. It's like the double FM, isn't it, really? It's the double FM. Just go click my pen angrily. Their keeper can save that. Their keeper can save that. Maybe it's a good job I don't have to touch Football Manager for 2 weeks. This is the bitter note I get to end on. Right. Takahashi. Don't save it, thank you. Right. We're still in it. Gento Hashimoto. The boy. Why do they make you watch the whole penalty shootout this year in FM? It's a bit much, innit? Right, miss it, Okamoto. Miss it. Miss it, miss it, miss it. What are you doing, Nakano? He's Panenka'd it down the middle. You've not dived and you've still not saved it. Oh my god, I don't have penalty takers. It's our Portuguese centre-back next. Fabio. Oh, just fuck me in the arse, Football Manager. Go on, I'll bend over and spread it. What are we doing? Pardon my French. Apologies. If you're watching at work, I hope you've got headphones on. Okay, they've missed as well. It's not over. It's not over. But this is the thing where Football Manager tries to give you a little bit of hope, and then just rips it away. They're just fucking with me here. They're just fucking with me. We're going to score this, then they're just going to score their last one, and it just ends. I've played these games before. I've played... Chat, I am just going to hit the stop stream button. You don't even get an outro today, and I'm sorry. I'm going to be bitter. I'm going to go away and sulk. It's the last stream for a few weeks. And I just... He has to miss. He has to. At this point, even if we win, it feels like a loss. We're not out of it. We're not out of it. We're not out of it. Oh, my word. What is happening? It's sudden death. I'll tell you what, at this rate, it might end up being the last game because the penalty shootouts take so long. Do you believe? I'm clicking my pen out of anxiety. Komotsu now just misses. He just misses. He's going to blaze it over the crossbar. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Great pen. Are we not out of it? After all of this, are we hanging on in? The shootout's going to make Jack miss his flight. Yeah, quite possibly. Right, if they miss, we're through. What the fuck is my keeper doing? What's he doing? What are you doing, son? It's gone straight down the middle. Straight down the fucking middle. Alright, Vegeta's up next. Great pen. Great pen. Chat, what if I do miss my flight? The shootout doesn't need to take this long, does it? Like, whenever I edit videos of Let's Plays, I edit out this bit. Right, miss. He saved it! We win the shootout! No, don't run to him. Don't run to him. He doesn't deserve that. No, lads. Run to their keeper. I don't know how the fuck we've won that. I'm glad we have, but imagine if we'd lost that on penalties. He was shit, but he still saved 3. That is the issue, isn't it? Chat, what a stupid game. Iber got man of the match. He might have to start again now. Right, you know what, chat? We'll do one more game today against Tokushima. We are in such a good spot at the top of the table, by the way. Game in hand. 7 points clear. We're chilling. How the hell did we win that? What were we down in the shootout? They needed to miss their last 2 and we had to score our last 2. We were 3-1 down. That never happens. Right, here we got. Your take on Osaka or Hachino. I've never heard of this team. I assume they've been promoted. No, maybe not. Maybe they are a J3 team. I might be wrong. I think that's quite a good draw for me. For the... Oh, mind you, I could get Cerezo Osaka, so maybe it's not that good. I mean, we should get to the quarterfinals, so that's good. Alright, time to beat Tokushima. I wish somewhere here it said their league position. Wouldn't that be good? Could just have their position after their name. A batter creates the spaces work. Trust in young players. Thank you, mate. Very kind of you. He's a great bloke. Me and him are best mates. We go to the pub together. We're part of the same pub quiz team. I know why Nakano didn't save any penalties, chat. He has his bloody eyes closed, doesn't he? How bright was the flash on the picture they took of him? It's like when you get your school photo day done and you pull a stupid face. Like, why has he gone? He's just shut his eyes. If I did that on my school picture, my mum's going, right, well, you got to go back. You gotta go back and get another done. Orlando NSI, dude, thank you for the Prime. First time Prime sub. I appreciate you, mate. Welcome on in. I forgot to rest the players, and they just played a full game of football. Thank you for listening to my song, chat. My centre-backs are very tired. I could maybe bring in Keita. Oh, actually, you know what I could do? I could give Dennis a game. Dennis is our spare foreign player who can't get on the bench because of the foreign player rules. Also, is Kofi... Oh, wait, Kofi was never foreign, was he? No, I don't know what... No, wait, was he? Chat, was Kofi always considered Japanese? I could swear at one point he wasn't, but actually I don't think that's the case at all. I think I'm just misremembering. Anyway, Dennis can come in for Kofi. That's the rotation we can do. Right, last match of the stream for 2 weeks, chat. Let's bow out on a high. Let's go far clear. Let's just chill. How hard can it be? I'll tell you what, they've got some scary looking players based on the pictures there. Also, Kieto missed a penalty, chat. He'd been in such good form and he's come back from injury and dropped an absolute stinker. His average rating is still so high because of how good he was. And this guy, is he an international for Thailand? He's scary. They've got Kralicki. Ken Kralicki, great name. And Ivan the Terrible. He's scary. Also, chat, you know that pen that I had that I was playing with? I've accidentally broken it, so that's gone well. I've unscrewed the top out of it. Just let me put it back in. I fixed it. We're getting battered in this game. We're actually getting battered. Distribution. We'll try Playmaker. And then team instructions. I'm going to pass it into feet. They're playing with a very deep midfield. So there's not going to be a lot of a lot of space. But I think if we run at their defence, that's our best chance to disrupt this defensive shape. Corner, whipped in, headed away. Shimada, bang! Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Can we try again? Kofi, 6'7". Kieto, that's how tall he is. I'm not just randomly dropping 6'7". Chat, I'm an awful person. I can't help it. I can't help it. Chat, I only discovered 6'7" like a month ago. And it shouldn't be funny, but it is to me still. I'm afraid I'm about a year out of date. He did the thing, sorry. Apologies. I mean, I was going to say a draw wouldn't be that bad. We really should be winning this game. We really should be winning. Mori, Kato, Kieto. Look at the football. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my word. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Eat it. Eat it. What a goal. Chat, that football was so good. This pass by Shimada to Williams. Oh! Pretty goals like that are so nice to look at in this new match engine. The pass into feet instruction tears apart their team. Oh, let's do it again. Let's do it again because we're bullying them. We are bullying them. This is cyberbullying in Football Manager. Okamura, showtime. 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 Not a good shot. Really should be aiming for the bottom corner. Let's take off Show. You know what? Let's bring in Iber. Iber was man of the match in the last game. It's a bit harsh that I dropped him, really. Kato out. Mbamba in. And we'll bring in Kamiya. No, we won't. Oh, I'm yapping about. Fujita, we'll bring him from... no. Which way round do I want these? This way round. Take out Kawaii. Kawaii! It's definitely not how you say his name, but he's cute, so we'll just go with it. I don't want to jinx it, chat, because it's still relatively early on in the season. I think we're going to be playing in J1 next year. I'm saying this whilst we're only 1-0 up in a game that we've arguably been second best in, but since we made our changes, they've basically created nothing, so I think we've managed to kind of neuter them a little. This is actually so nice, by the way. This is so nice. Inside. Oh, my word, chat is such nice passing. Oh, my word. If that had gone in off the crossbar, it's a goal of the season. Instead, it bounces out. I mean, that's just sad. It was so nice. The whole build-up play there was superb. Oh, now the highlights not ending. If they go up the other end and score, I'm fuming. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop. Okay, good win, Matsuoka. Komotsu, Fujita. That is an ambitious ball, isn't it? Pass into feet instruction on, by the way. No. Okay. I thought that was going to hold up in the wind. I just wanted a nice couple of relaxing games to end the stream. We've not been given them. Mbamba. Wide to Mori. Dinks it. Oh, Shimada. Dinks it. Iba. Komotsu. Why have you run out of... What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know why I was even shown that. What airline am I flying with? I don't want to say on stream. Because as much as I trust some of you guys, some people are little weirdos. I don't want someone calling up an airline pretending to be me. Chat, how have they scored? How have they... What has happened here? How has that gone in from that corner? How has that gone... Someone, show me how this has gone in. Oh my... The guy in the post has kicked it away from the keeper. Been so long since I've seen this series. Where's George Weah gone? He is still stuck in New Zealand. He doesn't want to leave New Zealand because he likes the quality of life there. I mean, it's a draw. We didn't lose. We didn't lose, so that's okay. We didn't lose. This man looks good. Pain. I mean, they're down in 12th. Do I have floated crosses on? I don't. I think I have low crosses on. I mean, I'm going to be honest. We're still in a pretty good spot with the game in hand. But we could be in an even nicer spot. But a third of the way through the season, 34 points. Last year, we had 48 points all season. So, good recovery, methinks. Also, best defence in the league. Actually, no, that's not true. Wait. Sagamihara, chat, have conceded 11 goals and are in 15th just because they can't score. 9 goals in 13, only 11 conceded. How many 0-0 draws are they having? I'll tell you what, if you want entertaining football, do not go and watch this team play. Christ. That's a mental record. What is that? Right, chat, I need to love you. I need to leave you. I'm going on holiday. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Dad's going to go get some milk. That's right, I've called myself Dad too. That's weird, isn't it? But there is YouTube videos in the meantime. I'm going to have a lovely breakaway. I'll be semi-active on socials, but perhaps not as active as you'd expect me to be. But yeah, have a lovely time in my absence. Don't go anywhere. Remember me. Please don't forget. When we're back, we'll be back with a bang. Good to play some more of the save game and just kind of be chilling with it all, even if Kyoto didn't bugger all today. I'll buy some Pokemon packs to open on stream. How does that sound? Right, gang, I'm going. I'm leaving you. I'm leaving you. Enjoy Park to Prem. And come back when I'm back.